day 2 of our Dynasty draft that's going on right now. So NFL draft is also going on, of course, but we'll kind of cover that as we go along too, if anything kind of fun happens there. But we're kind of out of those fun rounds on that right now. A lot of offensive linemen, defensive linemen going, so nothing super sexy. But other than Dallas Cowboys picks tonight, they've got, what'd you say, Kyle, 5 picks tonight? 4 or 5? How many picks does Dallas have tonight?
4. We got just the
picks.
1 second, but then we got 3 in the third round. So that'll be a fun round.
Cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna show our screen up here.
Ruler just got on there and called out Dom for putting that in the chat. I like it.
Yeah, calling out Dom in the chat for his strategical comments. I wish he'd stop doing that for us. Alrighty, let's see. So here's what's happened today. By last night when we got off here, we had just made the one pick. It got held up. I think the guy at pick 7 was I think he went to bed. He might be on the East Coast. I don't know. Either that or he's an old man. We don't really know. But so we got held up there. And we had pick 8, so that was kind of disappointing because we wanted to be able to go there. So woke up early this morning. Someone tried to start the draft at 4 a.m., I believe.
Oh, my God. That was crazy.
I think it was 6 our time, but who knows what time it was elsewhere. So
I happened to be turning over, and I heard the bloop from the alert. And I was like...
Yeah, I was annoyed, not because of the time, but because it got my mind working on fantasy again, and it got me all giddy and waiting for the draft to get started up. So
I slept like crap after that.
Yeah, I didn't sleep well after that. I had a hard time getting back to sleep. But anyway, so he got on there and took Tyreek, and then we got Kelsey right after that, going with our tight end approach there. So typically, before the news with Aaron Rodgers, we were thinking Adams, if we could get up high enough to get it, figured he would be gone by our pick 8. So we went with the strategy of Kelsey. Adams did drop to us, but that was only because of the Aaron Rodgers news. There's so much uncertainty there that Adams just seems a little too risky, whereas Kelsey is really not risky at all. He stays healthy. He produces week after week after week, has the best QB in the league. So there's just no risk there. We know who his QB is going to be for the next 10 years. Of course, Kelsey won't be around that long, but just saying there's really no risk there. Adams, we just don't know. I mean, he's still amazing. Don't get me wrong, but just too much uncertainty. So then just kind of following down the line, we had some more wide receivers go with A.J. Brown. And then we had DeAndre Hopkins go, which is a little surprising. He's a little bit older, but he's still a stud, And then Justin Jefferson went right after that. So he went on a little bit of a wide receiver run here. And then J.K. Dobbins went. And that was actually a little bit surprising.
A little early, honestly,
considering... Do what, Kyle?
A little early for me on him.
I totally agree. I think it was a little early. I mean, because look at the running backs that came off after him. Diggs went here. That's a no-brainer. Swift, I would have taken before Dobbins. Chubb, Akers, Jones, Zeke. These are all guys I would have taken before Dobbins. Let's even go down in here into the 3rd round. Eckler, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Gibson. I would have taken all these guys before Dobbins because then he turned around and took Josh Jacobs. I'm finding this team to be rough. I mean, that's just me, but maybe he has plans. Maybe he knows something about Jacobs that we don't know. I don't know, because he took a long time on these picks. This Evwitt character, I mean, he's taking a long time on his picks. So maybe he's doing some research in some places that we don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, Omaha's over saying he thought the one after Dobbins, so Swift was
Swift.
More surprising.
Oh, I don't think Swift was more surprising there.
I don't think he was more surprising, but he was also a little surprising. It had Chubb
No,
and Jones. And
I
stuff.
agree. I don't think he was more surprising, but I think he was surprising. Again, Chubb, Akers, Jones, Zeke, Eckler, maybe even Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think I would have taken all those guys.
I wouldn't have taken Helaire over Swift.
You wouldn't have taken Helaire over Swift, yeah.
No.
But yeah, Worm says he's deep down the rabbit hole. Then I agree. Dobbins, Jacobs, he's down in there. So going on from there,
Metcalf and
do what?
Godwin. Oh, I was just looking at his team. He's got Metcalf, Dobbins, Jacobs, Metcalf, and Godwin as his team. So yeah, I mean it's pretty well rounded. His receivers are strong.
Yeah, he's got great wide receivers with Metcalf and Godwin. I just worry about his running backs. But at this point, I'm worried about our running backs as well, because all those running backs went off the board. And then when it came time for our pick, there was still Calvin Ridley there. So we weren't we just couldn't pass on Calvin Ridley at that point. It was just, we had a choice to make, and that was just the direction we went in. We already had one running back. We already had a tight end who outperforms most wide receivers anyway. So decided to we needed a wide receiver, take a wide receiver. It was between Ridley and probably Eckler at that point, I would say.
Yeah.
And so
those were kind of the top two on our board at that time.
Yeah. Yep. So we were trying to do a deal to get another one there and just couldn't. Same here. We've been trying to work deals all dang day. I mean, if we're being honest, almost every pick that's come up, there's been some sort of trade offer to or from that person. So there's been a lot of trading. It's a good league. People are very active, and I very much appreciate that. When they call it a slow draft, I actually really enjoy it. I don't like it when it's not necessary to take that. Like, there's been a couple picks where you knew who the person was going to take. They just kind of sit back and wait for no good reason for an hour. But I love the activity on it. Hey, NFL Fantasy BR, thanks for joining us over here on Instagram. So let's see. We have some more stuff over here. Omaha said Godwin competing with AB and Evans. Our thoughts exactly. He's really good, and he's young, which is really good. But yes, agree. He's just competing for targets. And honestly, Scotty Miller and Gronk. I mean, and Brady loves Gronk, and Gronk started last year off slow, but ended pretty good. So he got back in the groove of things, and I think there's just too much competition there, and that makes me nervous. Yeah. So anyways, kind of moving down the line here. Najee Harris went right after that. That's another pick we were trying to get, but he was pretty dead set. That's Fantasy Football State of Mind, who runs the league, and he was pretty set on that. I don't think that's a bad pickup. For me, it's still too early to know on a rookie like that. So that makes me a little nervous, but hey, he felt it and went for it. I don't know that I would have gone, again, him over Eckler, or maybe even Gibson there. So going down, I mean, you have your wide receivers. McLaurin dropped all the way to 3.3. Michael Thomas dropped all the way to 3.7. That's a good pickup there. Ben's team there, he has Tyreek Hill, he has Diggs and Thomas, which is a really solid wide receiving core. That's really strong. Thomas, really good. How old is Thomas? Thomas is 28, so he's a little bit older, but who knows how that's going to go. He's
not as old for a receiver as it is for a running back, though, at 28. 28's still prime of the career for a receiver.
Yeah, still going to be target hog there, so not bad. Then Josh Jacobs, we already talked about that. Joe Mixon dropped to 3.9. That's a little bit higher than he was in most rankings, and I think that's probably because the offensive line is horrible. And then also he gets hurt. That's probably his problem there. That's probably why he was ranked so low. But we were really hoping.
Right after Jacobs is kind of when we started watching everybody on our board start dropping.
Yep. After that Jacobs pick, this is when everyone we kind of wanted to pick up started going with Joe Mixon, CeeDee Lamb, Kittle. We had already gotten Kelsey, but we were really wanting to get Kittle too. There's so many flex options in this league and stuff. I mean, so you can fill all those spots, and those guys just produce. And then Kittle would have been good down the line after Kelsey moved on from the team or from football in general. So let me catch up over here on Instagram real quick. Worm Nation wanted Najee so bad. I did too, just not that early. It was just too early for my taste. Just couldn't do it. So oh well, you sneeze, you lose, I guess. And I guess we lost out on that one, but you got to be willing to take those risks, because I think Najee's going to be really good. But that also, he could take a little bit of risk on running back there, because he already had Dalvin Cook and Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
So
he's got time.
I mean, that's his third running back, which is really, really impressive. Right now we have one running back. Granted, he's the best running back with Christian McCaffrey. But running backs are really, really thin right now. So, excuse me. Anywho, now, Potter.
After Kittle, though, we kind of continued our onslaught of players we wanted dropping with Mahomes, Murray, and Sanders. I think the league has our houses bugged, and here's us talking about these players ahead of time somehow.
I think you're right, man. Yeah, it seems like they can hear who we're talking about at that moment, and they pick them right then.
Every time we were talking about somebody, it was boom, boom, boom. McLaurin and Eckler were the same way. We were talking about them, and then boom, boom. It's like
absolutely.
And we just couldn't make a deal happen in the rest of that third round and the early fourth so far. We just can't get a deal to go through.
I'm fairly convinced that Jay Cleve has our computers bugged or something. He's hacked into us, because he's picking everyone who's next on our list. So yeah, that's scary. We have the same thoughts.
He's gotten 3 of them so far.
No, he's gotten 4, starting with Eckler. He did Eckler, Mixon, Kittle, Sanders, and those were
you're right.
The 4 on our list right there, and he just snagged all of them. So it was just, boy, that was a slap in the face. Just like, this guy, and he keeps trying to trade with us, but he keeps wanting to bump us back, and we're trying to bump up a little bit. We don't want to bump back. We want to bump up. Unfortunately, we just don't have that many trade pieces left for this year. And having that end around pick is kind of in a lot of these rounds, having the last pick in the round, because we have that on the turn, it kind of hurts those trade possibilities. It makes it more difficult in some of those. So I'd like to get our 5-1 back here, but it's seeming like that's not going to happen. Ruler has decided, I believe, that they're going to start keeping their picks and stop moving around, which for their sake is probably not a bad idea, because all that movement hasn't really helped Ruler out very much. So anyways, right now we're stuck on Potaruski. This isn't a first. We kind of have 2 people in the league that kind of hold up every time their pick comes along. So, and oddly, they're the same distance from each side. So Evwitt and Potaruski kind of hold it up. Yeah. And unfortunately, this is the best time for other people to be talking trades and stuff. But everyone seems to kind of wait until their turn, which I kind of understand, just because that's when you know who's on the board and if the person you want is there or not. So, whereas they were encouraging us to work beforehand, at this point, I think it comes down to just, you don't know who's going to be available at your turn, because there's been some surprise picks here. I mean, Mahomes went exactly where I thought Mahomes was going to go. I figured Ruler would get him there, because Ruler had mentioned Mahomes to me so many times already. So
shouting out secrets off the rooftops again in the damn chat. I'm about to have a hissy fit.
What's I've missed it. Let's go back to the chat and see what Ruler is saying here. See, Ruler was thinking Mahomes at 2 too. So That's how
I'm
bad
talking
that
about
was. I
that
thought
last
QBs would go
part.
earlier.
That
This
last
league
one.
is 5 points passing touchdown, so I thought that would incentivize quarterbacks. I know. I kind of want to be like, will you shut the F up? Like, come on. Like, why is strategy being talked so much? Like, what the hell?
Like, just stop. Golly, man.
Man, it's so stupid. Like, why do that? Because they're actually hurting themselves. Dom hurt himself. He wanted that quarterback.
She just got
And,
onto Dom for doing that, and then she turns around and does it too.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm guessing it's a she. Does anyone know if
The
Ruler
picture's
is a she or
so I'm
not?
calling
If the
it a
picture's
she.
a female, but I can't tell if it's like a Mean Girls thing. I can't tell. It's hard to say. So I just keep saying she. I'm trying to say Ruler because now I'm not really sure. Also, quick shout out to this taco guy. How fun is that? Where is he at? He joined on yeah, let's see. Worm Nation. I know. My last turn I was gonna take Mahomes or Kyler. Yeah, exactly. Like, why bring it up and then bring it to people's attention? Oh yeah, just remind them, and then
Well, she's
go on
got her QB
here.
now,
Like,
but she don't care. She's like, I don't care. I got my QB now, so now I can put it out there, and everybody can just.
yeah, it's just like,
man,
quit chatting about it. Jeez, oh Pete. So, really, really annoying there, actually. So, I just don't get it. But what do I know? I guess. Let me see. I'm gonna try to find a. I was getting updates on my phone, though I'm not gonna get that now because I'm streaming over here, so I'm not gonna get those updates on who's being drafted. So, all right, cool. I'll get that over there so that I can kind of keep up with that.
Kansas City's pick, because Jared just asked Austin. Apparently, we're doing pick predictions now in the group text. So,
oh, that's good. Love that.
But I don't know what number Kansas City picks at. So, and I don't remember what the next one for Dallas is either. It's 84, I think, or I know it's like 75.
It's, so I'm gonna just point out that, well, no, I guess it's a little different. I was gonna say, we're like, these people are giving away their strategy, and here we are talking about our strategies and whatnot, live for everyone to watch, but we're not just putting it out there to tell everyone. Omaha says he's got no picks in these rounds, so he's just stirring people up. That's a little bit different and understandable.
Yeah.
But if you don't want people to take quarterbacks, then quit mentioning quarterbacks. Which Dom said he was like, oh, I was going to take Mahomes on my next pick. Well, then why the hell did you say anything, dork?
No kidding. He's like, can't believe Mahomes is there. Well, he would have been there for you if you had not said that. Probably.
Right. Like, don't say anything. And
he literally started
maybe you get Mahomes in a couple picks. Yeah. So it's like you lost out on him because you mentioned it 4 picks beforehand. But I already knew Ruler was gonna take Mahomes, because when we were trying to deal with Ruler before everything got started, she kept mentioning Mahomes, like, you can get Mahomes here, you can get Mahomes here, and I'm just like, not taking Mahomes there, like, that's not a thing.
Very well.
But at the same time, I wasn't going to tell her, like, oh, not really interested in a quarterback that early, because I'm not stupid. And so I didn't ever say that, because I wanted her to take a quarterback that early, because I was like, well, that would be great if you take a quarterback that early, because that means a skill position is going to fall to me. But
yeah,
that didn't make a difference.
Omaha actually tried that same thing with me when I was trying to trade for 10 or 11. He was like, you could take Mahomes and have a top at 3 different positions. So, yeah.
Omaha trying to get you to take Mahomes early, too.
Is he lurking over on YouTube and just chatting on Insta?
Yeah, he's on Instagram. He hadn't switched over to YouTube, so he can't hear you.
Well, last time he was chatting on Insta, but he was still watching on YouTube. So I don't know.
Oh, right. I don't know. I can't see. For some reason, our streaming thing here will not show me how many viewers we got on or anything anymore. That's just gone all of a sudden. That sucks, really, because weird. I liked being able to see how many viewers we had and how really long we had been streaming.
Yeah,
it's a real disappointment.
I have how long we've been live, but it's like right over our logo, and they're both in white. so I have to like hover over it to highlight it to see how long.
Oh, hey, there it is. Yeah, they moved it. Okay, you're right.
It used to be
it's
center.
the corner. Yeah, it used to be center and big, and now it's actually behind our logo up in there. Okay, cool. Well, at least I know where to get it. No, there's no one viewing us over there, so everyone is on Instagram. By everyone, I mean Worm and Omaha.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
They just don't want to talk to me. They'd rather stay on Insta and listen to you monologue.
Yeah, no one wants to hear you, Kyle. So just
you won't let me on Instagram anymore.
Well, yeah, we wanted you on Instagram, but the audio just does not work out. So really, Instagram.
I'm too fat for the box in your page.
Too fat for the box. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't fit you in any of that space on the graphic there.
Would have needed too big of a box.
Honestly, though, you don't get the full effect if you don't get to see our screen for people. I mean, screen sharing so you can see the draft board and kind of see what we're looking at here. Kyle, I know we got some competition in here, but do we want to just look through some of these positions here and kind of see what's available still?
Yeah. Quit.
Get your dog to stop barking, man.
Damn mascot to calm down. Calm down.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, she's going crazy.
I know. It's nuts.
She's excited for the draft, right?
Yeah. Are you excited for the draft? Huh? Are you excited for the draft?
I think that's her deal. She's excited for the draft.
You want to come say hi?
You got your mascot.
Oh, she didn't want to jump up now all of a sudden.
Nah, that's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can take a look through here.
Yeah, let's see what the top players are according to Sleeper here. Like I said, their stuff's look at that. It's got all quarterbacks at the top right now.
Yeah, their default rankings are a little wonky compared to everybody else's, but
yeah, they're a little off, but these seem to fit the quarterback run that's kind of happening right now. So, I mean, it's got Lamar Jackson next, then Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson. I don't know about that one. Obviously, Sleeper app isn't keeping up with all the happenings, which can be hard to do.
Pretty much all of the rankings are still ranking him as if he's going to be there and play. And I mean, honestly, to this point, we haven't seen anything concrete that says he's not. So,
I think there's no way that Deshaun Watson plays. And the reason I say that is they don't have to prove anything to keep him off the field. Accusations are enough to, I mean, his career's over almost. Like, he's accused now. You can't prove that you didn't do it. So he's already guilty in the public. You can't prove a negative if it never happened, right? They don't necessarily have to have proof that it did happen. So I don't think he's playing this year. Maybe not that his career's over. I take that back. That's not exactly what I meant. I just think this season is a goner.
So.
Do what?
They haven't released him or anything, so they're waiting on some kind of proof of something.
Well, I'm sure, but the NFL will crack to pressure. If the team doesn't do anything, the NFL probably will, just because the NFL, I mean, they're going to crack to any sort of pressure that they get. If they just say, if they let him start playing this year, like, all hell will break loose. It's not going to be pretty.
That's true, but they do still have to wait for the legal process and stuff to kind of run its course before they can just jump to their own conclusions.
No, the NFL, if there's an investigation going on, because the NFL has like suspended players while an investigation's going on, correct? Like that's a thing that they do.
They could do that, but I mean, he's not going to get cut or anything like that. Like,
no, he's not going to get cut. I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, but he may not play this year.
Depends on it depends on how long that investigation takes. I don't think it'll take very long. I think it'll be resolved by time training camp starts. These things tend to move pretty quick when these kind of things come up.
I don't know. There's a lot of accusers, but it seems that Deshaun Watson has texts from like all these accusers, like being A-okay afterwards. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, making an advancement on somebody is just kind of like that always happens, right? Like I guess you'd have to be there and know the situation. Anyways, we'll get away from that.
We definitely don't know what happened, so it's probably not smart to talk about
it. Yeah, we'll get away from that subject because who knows what happened. All I'm saying is there's a lot of accusers, so him getting off is. Worm says, "What if Rodgers ends up in Texas?" I mean, is Dak's backup or no? You mean down to take Deshaun's spot?
That's Dak's backup. I love that.
I don't think that the Houston Texans are equipped mentally to make a move like that.
No, they're definitely not.
I just don't think their history shows that making moves like that are not in their DNA, I believe.
No, I agree.
Yeah, Omaha would be happy with that, of course, but he should know better. He's used to being let down.
It's like you've seen that old like picture that's like a bunch of chimps in a room with typewriters and stuff. Like that's the Texans front office, if we're being honest.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you see their war room, and it's just a bunch of chimpanzees on old typewriters ripping paper up and jumping around and all excited and whatnot.
How do we have so many friends that are Houston Texans fans?
Yeah, I don't know how we have multiple friends.
Now we've got another one in Omaha. Here's what I want to know. Ask Omaha this for me, since he's not on YouTube. Ask him how he has a Canadian phone number, but is a Houston Texans fan. What's going on with that?
Oh, he's just all he's just all confused. Canadian phone number, Houston Texans fans. He's
lost in the sauce, baby.
He's lost in the sauce. That's funny. So true. Let's see. I'm gonna check back over here on the league chat. Dom ain't happy about their pick. 2-2 Atwell. That's funny. Gosh, we are still stuck on Poderewski.
Yeah, man. It is. Every time we get stuck.
This is every time.
And it's every time we try to stream about it, we get to one of their picks and we're stuck and we end up having to cut it short.
Yeah, apologize, guys. We always we hop on here when our pick's coming up and then it just gets stuck. Same thing last night. So we end up having to fill time with stupid discussions.
And if we give up and cut the stream, it'll go boom, boom, and it'll be our pick right after.
Yep.
Right after that. So I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Oh, crap. Omaha said the clock stops at 11 Eastern. So
we got 2 hours.
Yeah.
He could make it to the end of the night, basically.
Right. Yeah, he could end the night right here.
He better freaking not.
Did Jay Cleave or whatever call him out and make sure he knew he was on the clock?
I thought somebody did.
Yep. Okay, he did. I was just making sure he did. I felt bad for him earlier. No one let him know that he was on the clock. He's been calling everyone out, and then no one gave him a shout out. So
somebody needs to do it again because that was half an hour ago.
I mean, like I understand it's a slow draft, but guys, the speed limit is just a suggestion, you know.
But like that's how I view it. Watching the NFL draft right now, get your laptop out and let's knock some of this stuff out.
Yeah, I'm starting to question his dedication to the league.
Yep, I'm questioning the resolve.
Yeah, now I'm mad he's got Taylor, Akers, and McLaurin. Makes me mad that he's got such good players.
What a waste! What a waste. On that team. He's got one of the better lineups, and he won't even set it every week. So. Like,
yeah, he better set his lineup every week. Oh man, yeah, this is crazy, man. I may let him know on the clock again. I mean, I don't really want to be that guy, but geez, man. Let's call him out at Poderewski. Still OTC. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. How does it happen every time?
I know. Literally every round, the same 2 guys hold us up.
It's just such a buzzkill, man. I don't want to have to.
You think you get moving, and then someone pulls the rug out.
Yeah, I don't want to have to hire a fluffer over here to keep me going. Let's just keep it rolling. We get like
you already had a fluffer.
We get 5 picks in a row. No, my fluffer quit on me.
Oh, that was probably smart, actually.
It said something about Deshaun Watson was worth more. I don't know, something like that.
That's true. Bigger payday there.
Yeah, bigger payday.
Bigger settlement.
Go work for Deshaun. Yeah, bigger settlement for sure. Yeah, man, we get like 5 picks in a row. Looks like we're going to get going. It's 4 picks in a row. It's like every 4 picks, we hit a wall.
Yeah.
Every 4 picks.
Well, because, after he finally picks, he'll throw his phone in the ocean. We'll get through 4 more, and then we'll have to wait till, Sunday to get his next one. So
you're right. It's because it's a 4-pick turn, and everyone picks really quick in between these guys who are holding it up. And, yeah, they'll pick their first pick. Man, I'm having a hard time with my connection over here on Instagram. I may see if I can get off of that.
Yeah, I'm getting a buffer.
Oh, there we go. I got off the Wi-Fi on my phone there so that Instagram could do better. It keeps cutting out. But yeah, he makes that pick, and then like you said, throws his phone out the window or into the ocean or something, so that 4 picks later, here we are sitting for a couple hours again, just held up and waiting. So he makes the pick. Someone should put in there and be like, stick around, it'll be your pick again really soon. Please don't leave.
I know, just look at the draft board one time, see you got one up.
All right, let's look through some of these players that are available real quick. Let's get to talking about that real quick a little bit. I mean, there's some good players here. It's funny to see James Robinson still this high for those who aren't paying attention. Hopefully Evwitt takes James Robinson next. I mean, he took Josh Jacobs, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Maybe I'll take James Robinson next. Seems to be where are we going here? Lots of QBs here on their rankings.
A lot.
I'm honestly we're not ones to take QBs early, and so these are odd rankings to me, but now people have started picking up QBs, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these do fly off the board now, just because it seems like QBs are one of those, someone takes one and then there is a run of them because everyone starts panicking. But QBs are so deep. I mean,
I feel really confident Dom will take a QB at 4.9.
Yeah, I think Dom will take one.
I have no idea what Poderowski's going to do, honestly.
Poderowski doesn't know what Poderowski's going to do, so I don't know how we're supposed to guess. Yeah, I don't know it, but I almost have a feeling Poderowski takes a quarterback because Poderowski will get on here and be like, "Oh, people are starting to take quarterback," and then disappear again, go back to sleep. So
someone's thinking about taking Waller soon too. I would think.
I would think somebody's going to think about Waller soon. Yeah.
I'm surprised
some of these tight ends.
I'm surprised there was as big a gap as there was between Kelsey and Kittle. Part of that's due to the fact that we drafted Kelsey probably earlier than we needed to, but
yeah, you're right.
He wouldn't have been at our next pick, so we kind of had to do that. But
I expected Kittle to go sooner. I'm with you on that. But Kelsey would not have been there at our 3-1. So we had to take him at 1-8. So you're right. We probably took him a little early, but it's like we discussed last night. I mean, we either take him just a touch early, the player that we want, or we miss out on him completely. Adams, I was unsure about. Now, had Ben taken Adams and Tyreek Hill was there at that 1-8, then I may have probably taken Hill over Kelsey and tried for Kittle then at 3-1. Because at 3-1, we wouldn't have taken Ridley if we had Hill and Kittle was still there. So we would have just flip-flopped that. See you, Worm Nation. Thanks for joining us, man. Hopefully we gave you some helpful info on what our strategy is. I'm just kidding. Have a good one, man. We'll talk to you later. Let us know if you want to trade ever. Just hit us up. We love it. So
actually, tell him we're interested in 5-5 if he wants to. He's probably already gone.
He already left off. Yeah. Always willing to trade up. So once you're 5-5, yeah.
I was gonna say, I think though it worked out better for us not taking Hill and then waiting for Kittle. I think I like Kelsey Ridley combo better than Hill Kittle, but it's close. That's very close.
Yeah, I don't know that I have a preference. Other than, I mean, so personally, the Kelsey Ridley combo over the Kittle Hill combo, because that, like I said, fantasy football is kind of one of the what have you done for me lately type thing. And Kelsey and Ridley were on my championship team in Roll Tide League this last year, so I, have some feelings there, and so I'm glad we got them. But for some reason, that just makes me more comfortable. Kittle being a little bit more injury prone, and Tyreek Hill being a little bit of a knucklehead, like you have said, makes me a little bit less comfortable. Whereas I feel like Kelsey and Ridley are very reliable. So totally. I feel comfortable with that combination. But I'm still surprised Kittle made it to 4-2. Really surprised. But it's because there were these weird picks in here. Well, there were 2 picks I didn't see coming, and that's the Josh Jacobs and the Etienne. I did not see those going before Kittle, for sure.
Yeah, and I definitely expected Waller to go almost immediately after Kittle, and he hasn't gone yet.
So. Yeah, I would have thought Waller would have gone before David Montgomery, or even Patrick Mahomes, or well, maybe not Patrick Mahomes or Kyler Murray, but I think I'm surprised. I can't believe David Montgomery got picked up there too. I don't know. Guys have more confidence in some of these players than I do. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think there's so much safer picks in this area than some of these guys are taking, and 100%. Maybe they just feel safer with them than the guys we feel safe. You know what I mean? Like everybody evaluates and likes different guys. It is what it is.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Everyone has their own strategy. That's for sure. And so more power to them. But I like when people take people that aren't on my draft board. I love that. When they're not on my list, they're not even on my watch list, and people are taking them, I'm always down for that.
When Jacobs and Etienne and when those guys were picked, I'm like, okay, thanks.
100%. Yep.
That second round when Dobbins went that early, I was like, okay, yeah, cool,
exactly.
And then Akers went, and I was pissed. But
man, I have some, dude. These I gotta figure these new headphones out, dude. They are just doing some weird stuff. They start random windows on my browser and all kinds of stuff, dude. It's so weird.
That's pretty funny.
So I've got to figure that out. Like I just had a browser window start a YouTube video for no reason. So I guess I got to be careful what windows I keep open on my computer. Just kidding. Right. I don't care.
They're on pick 61, so we got a little bit.
When does Dallas pick again?
75, I think it was.
Oh, 75. So we got a little bit. Sad day. Jeez, I'm just tired of waiting on Poderowski, if I'm being completely honest.
He's not, him and Everett, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, disappointing. One thing going back to these players over here looking. Weekend. Yeah, hopefully Poderowski definitely gets better over the weekend. Jeez, man. I do not know what's going on. I'm going to put in this other headphone and see if something's going on there. I don't know what's going on. Omaha's not going to pick again till Monday, which at this point he'll be lucky to do that.
He's only got 2 more rounds and no picks here, but the way this is going, I have no confidence that it'll even be Monday at this point. So, geez, this is crazy. If we don't get any more picks in tonight, I'm gonna be really upset.
Yeah, Yeah, I will be upset if no more picks happen tonight as well.
Is it too late to replace a couple of guys?
Right.
Just start over. Just scrap everything. Start over.
God, this is nuts, man. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, you can't plan ahead. You can't do anything.
I guess we might as well get Omaha ready because our other one will go pretty slow too, I think.
I don't think our other one's going to go this slow.
I think it'll go slower because some of them guys won't be. Shane will be our Poderowski and Edwood in that one.
No, I don't think so, man. Well, the only reason would be because he can't do it. Yeah, he won't be able to pick during the day because he's a. Yeah, so Omaha, we're talking about our other Dynasty League that you're a part of will also be a slow draft like this, and it kind of was thinking it might take longer. I don't think so. I think it'll move at a fairly good pace, but we have a guy in there who's a principal at a school, and he's not going to be able to do anything during the day, I don't think. So that might hold us up quite a bit. How many hours are you given per pick over there, Kyle?
I think I put it on 8.
Yeah, 8. So it could take a little bit longer, I guess, but I don't think there will be near as much trading going on, so there won't be those holdups. And I think those guys won't be like Ruler, where they want to go watch 2 hours of film on some obscure wide receiver that they end up not even drafting, kind of thing, So
Omaha's right. I could see Shane doing that.
Yeah, I could see people do it. I could see Shane doing that for sure. Like, hey, gets on the speaker. Who knows fantasy football? I need your help. Come to my office right now.
Oh, that'd be funny. Yep. Yeah. Extra credit.
Yeah, extra credit for helping me on my pick. That's funny. I actually think that one will go a little quicker than this.
They have a kid there named the Oracle.
I think it's just weird because, like, I could understand this if technology didn't exist, but I mean, last night I was out to dinner with my dad's stepmom, wife, and 1-year-old kid, and was able to do stuff. I got home and was feeding my kid and was able to come on and get and put him to sleep and everything, put him to bed and not delay the draft and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. You literally get an alert on your phone. You open the app, scroll through till you find somebody you like, and hit draft.
Yeah, it's easy.
It takes 30 seconds to a minute.
But it's not like he's only had 4. He only has 4 hours for his pick. I mean, he's had since his last pick. Yeah. I mean, good gosh, when did he pick McLaurin? This morning sometime, like before noon, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe it was afternoon, but I mean, it wasn't like an hour ago. He's had hours upon hours.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is just crazy. Just pay attention.
It really is.
I'm starting to think everyone in the league, like you said earlier, should take like 15 minute shifts and just ping him like on the clock.
It's like he just plugged his phone in the other room and is not paying any attention to it at all.
Well, now how much chatting is going on there? Like, I get an alert for every chat that happens.
I do too.
So it's possible he turned off his alerts. It is possible, I guess.
Well, but check the chat the draft board every once in a while. Then
yeah, you need to check in,
especially if you know your pick's coming up. Like
right, yeah, when your pick's somewhat coming up. To be on here an hour later, I respond to emails before that. Like, I don't even have alerts on my phone for emails that I'm responding within an hour. So, yeah.
I just really wanted to pick so we can pick again. Because then we don't pick again to the 6th round. We could take a little break.
I got a question for you. Yeah. How long until you think Kyle Pitts is taken?
I don't know.
That's a hard call.
Since Waller hasn't been taken, I think Waller will go first.
You think Waller will go first?
And I could see them both going in the 5th round, if I'm being honest.
I think they both go in the 5th round. I
maybe even
almost think that Pitts goes first. There's too much hype.
There's a lot of hype. There is a lot of hype.
There's so much hype. And I mean, when you got guys like Etienne and Harris going early, I mean, these guys, let's see. It was funny about Pitt's sleeper glitches early today. Who had him?
I have no idea what happened. He was ranked 688 or something. Wow. Man, too bad we couldn't draft him.
Dang.
We weren't in the later rounds already. I would love to have Pitts, but already having Kelsey
That's
and
crazy.
Not wanting to spend a pick this early on him, there's no shot we get him.
Oh, I'm not talking about us going Pitts.
No, I was just saying, like, I would love to have Pitts, but
yeah,
it just doesn't make sense for us at all. But
it doesn't make sense for us. I'm just wondering how long before someone else snags him. And I think you're right. I think it's going to be 5th round here coming up. And I personally think he goes before Waller. Not because he deserves to go before Waller, but just because someone will get caught up in the hype and take Pitts before Waller.
Maybe. I could see that. I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. But I do think they'll both go in the 5th.
I'm also going to throw out there that I'm really proud of Kyler Murray for working his way up in fantasy too. Like, go get him, boy. I don't have a Kyler Murray jersey, but I have my Baker Mayfield one going. I'm more of a Baker fan than I am Kyler fan, but still really proud. Still proud of the guy.
He's still a Sooner. The only one that's dead to me is Jalen Hurts because he's an Eagle.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Hurts, I mean, he was kind of he wasn't a full Sooner anyways, and he was actually kind of annoying. But then, he went to the Eagles, and screw the Eagles. Once you go to the Eagles, you're dead to us.
Yep.
Gross.
100%.
Also, weird fact. Let's turn off all our Eagles fans. We were watching Intervention because I watch trash TV sometimes, and apparently I think that they said that Philadelphia is the meth capital of the country or something like that, or just maybe the drug capital or something.
I 100% believe that.
Yeah, and I just turned to my wife and said, "Oh, that explains a lot." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, Eagles fans are known to be the worst fans in the NFL." She's like, "Oh, well,
the worst, yeah.
They're just all on drugs." I said, "Yeah." So I said, it just explains it. There's just a bunch of druggies, and then they have to root for the Eagles, and that's just, I mean, how could you not just be angry people?
Set them over the edge, yeah.
Right. Man, I am getting aggravated right now by this holdup, and I know as soon as we get off of here, the pick is going to be made, and but we've been on here for
I'm missing the
minutes.
NFL draft in the other room, waiting on Poderowski to make this pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking we stay on here until that clock hits 3 hours.
I've been looking forward to watching the NFL draft for months, and I've missed it all between drafting last night or between streaming last night and tonight, waiting on these guys to make their stupid picks. I'm not.
Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. I think Creed Humphrey just got drafted.
Did he?
Creed Humphrey went to Kansas City. Are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
Wow. That's awesome.
That is cool. I dig it. I dig that.
Dang. That's also, man.
Seen it. Poderowski.
Jeez. Also, though,
last night, it was
how good for that team. That's huge for Patrick Mahomes.
I know. Last night it was Ben. And tonight it's Poderowski, both keeping me from watching the draft.
Yeah. Yep. It's annoying, and there's really no reason for it. So I'm going to say in about 30 more seconds, we should just get off here. And if it actually comes to our turn, I don't even think we'll probably do that.
We'll be back tomorrow to update. We can
I think tomorrow will be more active, and so we'll just be on to update tomorrow. Sorry, guys. I mean, this is 2 nights in a row where we just got left hanging and didn't get to sit on here and have some fun with you. So apologies for that. It's a letdown for us too. So it's just maybe next time, So anyways, let's get off here, Kyle. Let's go watch the draft.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Cool. Talk to you later.
See y'all next time.
Bye.